we need to talk about guessing. If you're a parent of a struggling reader who has a bad case of chronic guessing, then you need to intervene before the problem gets out of hand. Children who are struggling with reading at age 7 or 8 are still struggling 10 years later by and large, and many leave school without a basic reading proficiency or even qualifications at all. I say all of this not to fearmonger, but rather to impress upon you the importance of getting to the root cause of difficulty if you're dealing with a child who's guessing a lot at words. We work with children like this all the time in our reading consultancy, and what we've found is that the root cause underneath that guessing symptom is whole word sight reading as a basic strategy. Many times the children we work with are above average intelligent, super gifted in the visual spatial realms of the brain, and that means that they over rely on visual recognition of whole words rather than decoding or sounding out words based on the letters and the sounds that those letters represent. And that's a big problem because that's the way our language was intended to work, on an alphabetic principle where letters represent sounds and can be worked out, even if they're highly irregular, which I admit they are 5 times out of 10. So if you're dealing with a child like this, what do you need to do? Well, the most important thing you can do is to scaffold their decoding practice so that their brain is given helpful clues as to what sound to pick when they're looking at a given letter. We have this very complicated but implicit map in our brain as English readers of the letters and the possible kind of sounds they could represent, kind of a picture like spokes on a wheel. And the brain gets very good through the right kind of successful practice at building up that map and then employing it when they're reading. But sight readers never have a chance to build that map at all because they're not linking letters to sounds. They're memorizing whole words as shape. So the Easy Read system comes into play here. We provide useful scaffolding that's called trainer text, which provides a visual representation of a sound, which plays into their learning strength, and employs it in a daily 15-minute practice session so that your child is getting the right kind of practice every day, short and sweet, supported by you, the parent, and a reading tutor at a frequency that you desire. And within about 30 to 60 sessions, you're going to see a sea change of confidence, decoding ability, and starting to see accuracy levels improve from usually down around 50%, creeping up to 80-90%. If you continue beyond the 60 session mark, you are going to see accuracy near 100%, especially for the short common words and age-appropriate words. And fluency start to improve as well. And when fluency improves, comprehension comes into play. So if this video and set of symptoms sounds familiar, please reach out to us. We'd love to do a consultation with you. There's no charge for that ever. And then you can roll on to the trial of the Easy Read online system, test out the first few lessons, and proceed from there if you like what you see.